Huh?
Welcome back to the Maximum Blackness Podcast. We have a lovely lady, two guest hosts with us today, and we have our usual co-host with me right here, right to the side of me, and the Herb, and our two special guests today is Miss Sparkle in the building, and Miss Leah Ward's in the building also.
What up? What up?
What up?
How y'all doing?
We are right on this casual cool day, and we're gonna have a casual cool conversation. Oh, y'all ain't like that? Whatever. All right. Today we're gonna talk about, is 18 really the age that we should be considered adults? Leah Ward.
I disagree. There's a few reasons why I disagree. First of all, there's teen still after your age. If anything, 18 would be year one of your adulthood. So it's like you're a young adult, but you don't know everything about being an adult. So you can't really, huh? You really shouldn't.
Sorry, I was trying to mute the conversation. Mute the mic.
But yeah, you really shouldn't. A child, well, they're not a child, but a young adult should not be pushed out or forced out at age 18. Yeah, you taught them up until that time, but maybe this 18-year-old hasn't been taught much. You know, they have the mind of a 13-year-old. How can they go out and make a life for themselves, let alone taking care of anybody else? So I totally disagree with that being like you're completely an adult. Like you're able to do certain things, but you don't have the mental capacity to handle adulthood. Point blank, period. Like they should be more like, you know, the parents, they do their thing, but then they should have like classes for these young adults, like maybe starting at 16 and, you know, preparing them for this very, very corrupt world.
Tragic.
Right. I mean, I can agree with that point that is, man. These kids, I mean, yeah, they just graduated and they may be just getting out of school, but what you know what I'm saying? They still got so much to learn. Some of these kids may be venturing off to college. Some of them may be barely just, you know what I'm saying? So putting them out so young or saying they adults. Maybe they got some adult tendencies, you know what I'm saying? But they ain't no damn adult. No. Not by a long shot. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean that's definitely along the lines of what I was thinking. Like most kids are not mature enough. When I go back to 18 in my mind, I remember myself being quite shocked and just devastated by what the world had to offer. So there really does need to be some support system for young adulthood, because life is not fun, or it really becomes serious at that age for you having to take care of yourself. And I understand I was still at home, but like I still had things that I had to do or experience that just kind of blew my mind. And with teen behind being 18, I kind of figure like you're still a child, and most of the time you still need to depend on your parents for everything. They're still taking care of you. They're still telling you when to come in the door. They're still telling you how to do this and when to do that. So I think 20 should probably be more of an adult age.
Yeah.
That's because that's when the teen is off, and then I feel like you're a pedophile when you date somebody 18 after you're like 20 or so. Like for real, like because you got teen at the end of your name, like that should really be a turn off. Like the fact that teen 18 and 19, that should just be a turn off, because she's still he or she is still in a childlike mind. That's just my opinion. I don't know why y'all laughing at me.
Okay.
I agree with you for the most part, because most teens, 18, 19, they still want to play, you know, and that's in every aspect of life. That's like, you know, work is play, school is play, life is a whole game. And if they lack that maturity, they're going to come into a whole world of, whoa, WTF, you know, like I didn't move out the house until I was 24, and
Hey,
and
we like that
still
too.
and still to this day, I do rely on assistance from at least one of my parents.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, even though we get up there, like maybe in your 40s, you might be a little more stable where you can and you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's an emergency, but still, like, we still need our parents. That's it. Point blank, period.
Definitely. Parenting does not stop at 18. OG, what you got to say?
Uh, kind of backwards on this one, y'all, because I believe I believe it should stay what it is. I think it should have more access because I went through situations where I left home very early at an early age, and I had to take care of my brother at the same time. So I want to say, when I left home, I left probably like when I was like 16, 17. So I was pretty much on my own ever since then. And then of course, I had parents. I have two parents, loving parents, but things happened and things I had to. I thought I was smelling myself. I thought I was grown at the time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how stuff these situations be. And
Yeah.
it was one of those situations where I knew I can swim. I thought I was gonna never look back. I said, "Well, hey, fuck it, I'm gonna do what I gotta do anyway."
Hmm.
So I was on my own, doing pretty good. Of course, you fall down, you make mistakes. So you always had that support system to come to you. To come back to you sometimes when you're trying to do right and you got a good support system to see you try to do right. So you always got that to come back to your people. But like I think it's early on because I had to go through it so young and had to take care of my brother and not having that time to be like to say, okay, I'm gonna get this right or I'm gonna get this together. I had to get it together. You know what I'm saying? I always had to work a job or always had to have a job in pocket or trying to go get a job in the midst of having a job. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was things that people look down upon anyway. I hustled at McDonald's and hustled at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a lot of little shit that took me from one place to another, took me to a stepping stone. But I believe once you're 18, you're 18. I don't think they should change that, but now I can see why it's kind of taking, like, parents are looking at like it should change now because the mentality of these kids now, I had a mentality, I was pretty grown for my age. I grew up around a lot of old people. I had a lot of, even if people meet me in spirit, they say, hey, you kind of like, you've been here before. Like, I'm an old spirit. So it's like, I'm so used to being around older people all the time. It's like I'm not used to that. So even back then, I was never young-minded. I guess that's the reason why I was able to leave so young and take care of what I had to take care of. And also because I was tall as hell. Shit, most people, I can pass for adult too sometimes in some places because I was always already tall. I was balling. I was a hoop star at the time. Everybody known me for balling and stuff. It was just a lot of different circumstances. But I think once you're 18, you're 18. But with these new kids now, I think they should raise the limit. And if they're going to raise the limit probably should be raised to like maybe, let's just go ahead and say fuck it, 21. Because when we feel like parents, when we feel like you're able to drink and you drinking now, you making decisions, you already kind of like grown level now. So I think if they go raise it to anything, I think it should be kind of like right there, 21, sweet spot. 21 is the perfect spot because the kids now able to make the decision to smoke, drink, whatever they gonna do. But now they had time to be grown enough throughout 18 to 19 to 20 to say, well, okay, cool. We see what it is. It ain't really no big deal. Because I think a lot of people get kind of caught up on it because they think it's like a big deal. You know what I mean? Like you get used to people like partying, the energy, people around you want to, hey man, we finna go, woo, 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 woo. Finna go to the beach. We finna go do this. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing lead to another. And then people, that's how you smoking. That's how some people don't do off of just them being themselves. Some people do it off of peer pressure. But I can't speak for everybody like that.
But that's why I said some people.
I want people that did it for myself. So
because as you see, OG had a different mentality when he was 18. So it's not everybody is young-minded. Most of us were sheltered in a way.
20s, I was on defense.
So it depends on, I guess, if you were having to be in survival mode earlier than what you had to, be at 18, possibly that will throw you into a more mature mindset, or being around older people. I can get that. Indeed. Those are definitely two things that will mature you more.
I done heard that all too many times, so yeah, I can definitely agree with that. So heck yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, that was a lovely little conversation. I felt like it was something people don't really touch on. And a lot of people do feel like, oh, gee, when you 18, you 18. But that was like made in how long ago that shit was put in place. Some things need to be revisited every once in a while and reevaluated. So maybe,
Just like just like the age requirements for being legal with cigarettes and Rillos, like you gotta be 21 for that.
Right.
You better
You know,
be
to be
21 for everything else,
21.
might as well. You know what I'm saying? They always
Might
revisit.
as well.
So, yeah. Laws always changing. You just never know.
Because 18 still kind of just mean teen. Like,
I'm waiting for one law in Texas to change. I ain't gonna say nothing.
you gonna say how you don't want to enlighten us today?
No, not right now.
Okay, what up, Miss I Sparkle 624? Anybody got anything they want to say to the people? This was a little cool conversation, just how I wanted it to be.
Heck yeah. A nice little chill sesh. I love it on this fine Sunday morning.
Follow I Sparkle on TikTok at I Sparkle 624. Leah, you got anything to say?
Not really, but you know, the topic was cool. Like you said, people don't touch on it enough. That age should be revisited, but you know, but with technology changing and things of that nature, you know, that should be revisited. Because of yeah, just because you know some things do, like, and that's one of them. But you know, everybody be safe and protect yourselves.
Y'all heard that? Protect yourselves. Don't be getting none of them things that's running around. OG, what you got?
I ain't got nothing to say. Y'all already know. You know, it's a good Sunday, good vibes. I appreciate y'all pulling up. Like big conversations over here. Big conversations over here. This is another big conversation over here. Y'all comment, y'all subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Y'all put y'all comments down below, please.
Play that bit back one more time.
And game. Look, low key game. Look, I'm glad we ain't play a game or nothing, game, because you know how they try to stiff me on the games. You know how they
winning, so don't be mad. Don't be mad.
You already know how they try to do your boy every week. So I dodged the bullet. I dodged the bullet anyway. I'm good. You know.
So you know all them.
Please always stay max to the black, and just like OG said, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll be back on Mondays with our regular podcast, and we out of here.
Yes.